let's not get our hopes up on those practice numbers. Because it's, that was dry versus inners. Not good. Oh, we never worked. We never had time to do more than one dry tire, which is its own problem. Okay. I'm just thinking it would sure be nice to be able to part strip right about now. Uh-oh. We're not gonna even bother completing these laps. We need to get down to like 9 minutes. We can see halfway into a race, which with weather, that tends to be about the only upgrade you actually end up needing. I suppose you could end up in a situation where 98. Aha, being a bit stubborn, are we? Run this down a little bit more. Got plenty of tires to burn, so you know. Why the heck not? We need to be losing water level faster than this. There we go. Still, it looks like we're going to have gone out a little bit too early. Perfect, perfect, and overheated perfect. Brake temps are really, really tough to get. Really tough. We're gonna have time for like one more run. And I'm going to be curious to see what rather Phil is slower for some reason. The annoying changes are the ones that don't really change anything. Hmm. We're trying to figure it out. Ten and 16. Okay. Yeah, we will, I think use the medium tires. Ooh. We're about to get rained on. Probably need to intentionally introduce a little bit more understeer. Yeah, softs easily get us to the rain, so that's one where we're going to deviate from the strategy a little bit. Okay, let's go. Let's go, like Mario says. Alright, we are almost like completely warmed up now. I don't know how we're running 7th either. Halderson crashed. Oh, we're still actually a little bit too hot. We do seem to be trending to a slight bit of warming. Oh yeah, we have battery. I forgot about that. Ooh. Yeah, we should let this fill so that we can theoretically make overtakes here when the time comes. Rankez. Yeah, they would be like if Tire Life worked like it does in the F1 games. The cliffs in this are a little bit softer until you reach like the hard cliffs at the end. Should probably let go of the fuel here a little bit. All right, let's go for it. Yeah, these batteries do not seem that impressive. But it might have everything to do with our speed too, or lack thereof. Having a Facebook conversation about tablets. And why you should basically never buy the Kindle Fire. I mean, if you have one, but that's fine. But we've had two, and after like a generation, like they just get so slow. It's infuriating. They basically like update them to be obsolete and like near useless. The speed just goes down like so badly. There is like tech creep where like tech does get more obsolete and slower over time. Like my 2700K i7 being a prime example of that. Like after like a decade, it's just not fast enough anymore. But this is over a period of like a couple of years where like a Kindle Fire goes from like being snappy and fast to losing like 75% of its performance over like one software update. It's terrible. I think intermediate tires are the way to go here too when it starts raining. Phil is just like, yeah, Lorenz is basically like, if you're wondering why Radkes is behind, it's because like Lorenz is basically a 5-star driver. Let's get Phil in. We're trying to avoid double stacking and pitting too early and stuff like that too. You can, it's just not a very good idea. I'm pretty sure you can anyway. Oh no, refueling is banned. I thought you could change fuel levels. It makes the pit stops a little bit more boring, in my opinion. But, you know, it is what it is. It's more interesting because the AI have to actually strategize their fuel. Generally, they just run on red like the first stint, and then like they do like the first or second refuel. Like, oh my god, I don't have enough fuel to finish. It's completely incapable of planning ahead. Oh, right. Let's not burn out our tires. We are, shoot, we have to switch. I'm realizing that the wet time is actually like too high. They're starting to switch now. Oh, everybody's crashing. Not really faster than anybody, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I thought we would get away with inners, but as we got closer to wets, it's pretty obvious you have to go onto wet tires. Well, we are ahead of Kajovic again. Yeah, I use battery at 50%. Yeah. The AI just wasted it, basically. They're good at that. Kojovic, it looks just fundamentally slower, which also working against them. I think our scheme now is to just get onto the dry tires as quickly as possible. I don't know if it'll actually save us any time, but I think we gotta try. I guess I should be manually managing Capillaro since she's further ahead. It doesn't make sense for her to be faster. So weird. Yeah. Equal skill, slower car. Okay. Yeah, the AI is already like going to intermediate tires. It's actually a trickier proposition going directly to dries because the pit times are so much lower. We could end up losing basically all of our advantage. Or even more than our advantage, like doing this. But as they say, risk is part of the game if you want to sit in this chair. The captain's chair, that is. Kirk said that in Star Trek Generations. It won't work. I can already see that it won't work. Because I see how long we have to wait for the track to dry. Let's split. Just in case it does end up working, it'll work for one driver. And we'll be conservative with the one further ahead. When you're unsure and you're waffling, just split your strategy. you get the potential best of both worlds and half of the worst possible outcome. Yeah, Phil is just not looking great right now, but actually things are going to change pretty quickly. About halfway between damp and dry here, I think they do start to equalize. Oh, we are seeing some stops now for dry tires. Probably next lap is where they'll equal. Where they'll equalize. I think it's going to end up being a bit of a wash. It is good to try, because if you end up with like a massive difference, then it doesn't hurt the entire team. What the hell is going on up here? Oh, brakes. Yeah, 6 seconds apart. It didn't really. Phil might have worked her way back in the race a little bit. Maybe potentially if we did it with Capillario too, we would have gotten into the points. But we'd be on the wrong end of tire wear right now too. We do have to consider that. just a moment here. I want to. On one of my other sources, the camera's on, and it's one I never use, so I just want to have it off there so I don't ever, like, say, accidentally click on it. Yeah, we clicked off the source, which kind of screwed things up a little bit. Oh wow, the temperature just shot up. Hello then. Points finish is not going to happen this time. Kind of sucks. I just don't see it. There are worse places to finish, certainly, than 12-13. Ooh. I mean, I could push, but it doesn't really matter. We're just not fast enough. Kind of depressing, really. I don't know why Phil is slower. That just doesn't make any sense. It took me so long to get back to this game because of this one race. Like, you develop your car, like, the parts you develop are kind of not conducive to running well here. Because almost every other track, like, what you develop for works better. Once you get here, like basically none of that matters. Brakes get pounded, gearbox, suspension. We tend to be better off developing, like on the other side here, the engine, wings, and that. Tends to be a way better investment. Yeah, since there's no part stripping, like we're just getting like to 80% and just calling it a day on our reliability on stuff we develop. When you have part stripping, getting to 100 like gives you an additional 60 performance points or something like that. Sometimes 90 if you can strip down more with the push to the limit perk. Numbers that basically aren't nothing. Now Rossini is just killing this championship at the moment. Which in itself is a bit atypical. Yeah, too much heat. Phil actually is catching up now, which is just weird. You do have quite a spread here on tire usage. Becker hasn't really become much of a threat. Even though we're worse off on tires with Phil. I'll just take my energy to the line at this point. Oh boy. He got lapped, which is going to help us finish, I think. It will slow down a little bit. It's not gonna... We're not gonna lose positions, so... Yeah, usually Steinman is the better team. It's so weird to be involved in a season where that's not the case. Rossini, like, usually does occasionally win. Gotta go. Yeah, take care. I'm here for the next, like, hour or so. So, yeah. Hour to hour 10, something like that. Take care, and hopefully we will see you in a bit. I'll be around probably maybe tonight as well. Oh, Cape Town next. Not tonight, tomorrow night for sure. It's just right now. I get back so late on Tuesdays, I'm not sure if I'll feel like streaming. 7th. Guy's happy with the result. I'd step out for a minute. I'll be right back. We have Gearbox coming. Trying to see if we can fill anywhere. Resting tire changes is kind of a toughie. Do you have a rear jack, front jack? More sponsors. Upfront money. We will build for Guildford, which is going to be suspension and rear wing. Okay. See where this gets us. 3 stages of qualifying. We need to try to beat that. Won't be a good thing to have. I mean, it is the best format, but it's just for gaming, it's not. It makes qualifying sessions longer. Uh, 14 votes. We're gonna dump 4 to defeat this. Yeah, the 2016 regs where you have to use your Q2 tires is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, like with the way the rules are now. Like, obviously we've learned that it's not a good rule. Experience teaches us that. We actually can. I probably will go ahead and develop that next. Yeah, we're not going to use Nippon as a sponsor. Like, Jesus Christ, that's a terrible sponsor. Yeah, front wing next. Assuming we can't develop engine. Come quite a way on that one. Fitness course. I always say no because I've watched that one go to its conclusion too many times. Oh. Cape Town isn't going to be pretty either. We do have some new components, but nothing that becomes usable yet. Alright.